Vivendra Prabhu, may I request you to please introduce the concept of this Viha program, and then Vivendra Prabhu, you are looks like you're frozen, video and audio.
No, his headphones are not there, Prabhu. Let me text him. He's probably having headphones but not put them.
His audio looks mute.
Nah, now he's here.
Vivendra Prabhu, can you hear?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. Now
Oh.
I can hear.
All right, give me a moment. I can't hear anyone.
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
I can hear you now, Prabhuji. Sorry. I just had
Yeah.
to change my speakers. Haribo. Dhanwats to everyone. Sorry, Prabhuji, if you said anything, I haven't.
Yeah, actually, I was requesting you to please kick off the program and explain the concept behind this this Chetan Zarta Vyuha program, and what is actually the context of this and concept, what we are going to do, without revealing what exactly we are going to do, but what is the concept behind it. So we can kick off and then introduce the role players, and then we can start.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sounds good. Hare Krishna. Dhanwats pranam to everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. That for those who were not there last week, we had a great session on preaching by His Grace Vaikuntapati Prabhuji. I'm sure a lot of devotees in Middle East would know Prabhuji anyways. And I have just noticed that Sarup Krishna Prabhuji has joined it as well. So on behalf of Chaitanya Charitamrita Study Group, I would like to welcome Prabhuji. I will say a bit more about Prabhuji when the time comes to introduce him. But based on the session last week, we kind of had a brainstorming session, myself and Ramanand Kanai Prabhuji, we were discussing, and Vaikuntapati Prabhuji got so much wisdom, which of course the time could not do justice last week. So Prabhuji invited him back again, but he could not make himself available for this session. He will be there back following session, following Saturday, next Saturday. So we thought it would be great that we could do a bit of prepping for preparing all the question and answers. Well, preparing all the questions mainly, which we could ask him. And if we could share in advance with him, he will come prepared for better and effective sessions. We have better time management as well. So there are various ways of doing it, where we could just ask everyone, please submit your questions, or we thought it could be a bit of fun way of gathering all the questions, where we will do a bit of role plays. So we will have, so if you have read the message on WhatsApp, we have 6 devotees, and 2 devotees will work in pairs. So 3 pairs, 6 devotees altogether. Each pair will go for 10 minutes. So the skit, the role play will be there between 5 to 10 minutes. And then let's say if it's maximum 10 minutes, one pair 10 minutes, and then we will have 10 minutes of brainstorming, question and answers, or just the reflections. And I'm quite happy to write it down. Any question which either somebody says that we should ask Vaikuntapati Prabhuji, or feel free to ask the questions from the devotees who have just done the play. So 10 minutes of play, and then 10 minutes of questions based on that. And then we will move on to the second session. So similarly, we will have 3 sessions of 20 minutes, 10 minutes each, 10 minutes for the group, 10 minutes for everyone on the play, 20 minutes for a pair, and we will have 60 minutes. So 20 times 3, 60 minutes. And in an hour, we should be done and dusted. So this is the plan. Now, as we will go along, we will invite respective devotees, and then I'm the co-host. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Maybe I will, as the play is about to start, we will rename so everybody knows that this pair is going to play now. My humble request, take it what we call with a pinch of salt, which means that please don't take any offense. It's a very fun way and a very approved way from Mayapur Institute of preaching. So the whole concept, the whole principle is that we all become better preachers, and this is all in the service of Guru and Gauranga to please Srila Prabhupada ji. So please don't take any offenses. Take, as I said, with a pinch of salt, which means see the context, not rather than what somebody will say. But feel free to have very honest feedback after the play, not how the play was done. Well, feel free if you won't like to compliment it, but how the preaching was done, or what the preaching could have been, if in case somebody has a better suggestion. And of course, the main idea to have the questions. So on that, Prabhuji, I will give it back to you. If anything I have missed, please feel free to add on. And then when you will hand me back, we can start with the pair one.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for giving the whole concept about today's session. And I request one volunteer to take note of any questions which we need to list it out for handing over to His Grace Vaikuntapati Prabhu. Any important points from the today's session, one devotee can volunteer to come forward. If no one is coming forward, I will someone. I want preferably volunteer. Once a pick, then no questions. You cannot say Prabhu, no Prabhu. Better somebody volunteer. No volunteers? Okay, Sripada Mataji, please take this.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So please volunteer and take note of all the important things happening, including questions which we may have to ask Vaikuntapati Prabhu. And also you being the co-host, also you can control when the two pairs are talking. So just to highlight the focus, the video on those two, all these things, background, this one you carry on, you take care.
Okay.
And as VP Govinda Prabhu has mentioned, this is the whole purpose is to convey a message in a more different way. These dramas and role plays have been part of our ISKCON movement, and this is there right from Chaitanya Prabhu's period. So we are just taking this forward and trying to give a message in a bit humorous way. Sometimes some of the participants may appear to be a bit aggressive or something like that, but please, as Vivek Prabhu mentioned, please take it in a positive way. And this is only to convey a message, not to offend anybody. It is just to convey the message to the members, and also to finalize, to list out all the questions, possible questions which we can address to Vaikuntapati. So that's it from my side, and I hand over back to VP Govinda Prabhu to kick off the session. So he is the director of this role plays. VP Govinda Prabhu, all is yours.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very well. I have just sent a message in the chat for everyone, just to say that this is first role play. Remember, there are going to be 3. So the first role play, and there are 2 devotees, and I'm fortunate enough to be one of you. I'm just going to spotlight Rajesh Prabhuji,
Rajesh.
and myself. Hopefully you can see it too, because the conversation is going to happen between these two role players. And if you will see the text, then you will notice the roles we are going to play. And if you give me just a moment, I'm just going to close my video. And hopefully you will see the difference why. Right, so Rajesh Prabhuji has just switched off his video. As soon as Prabhuji comes back, Prabhuji is back.
Background.
Haribol. So, right. So with that, now, as you might be able to see, the background is that we are meeting at Lulu Hypermarket in Mathura Desh, and hopefully the rest of the conversation will be as you will witness. So Prabhuji, I would just request that we will respect the time, and I have the timer running at my end, but if anybody would like to announce the time, that would be great. Otherwise, in the chat, I will mention the time as well, because we don't want to go
Mataji is there anyway. She's coordinating. So Mataji can track the timing and.
Haribol, that would be great. But I'm keeping a watch of the time anyways, so if in case.
Prabhu, 10 minutes we need to keep na, Prabhu?
Yes.
10 minutes
Yes.
maximum, Mataji. So even if it's 8 minutes, if you can just say in the chat that it's 8 minutes, we will know we will have 2 minutes to wrap up.
Okay, Prabhu.
But anyways, anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes should be okay. Hare Krishna.
Let's start.
Haribol. So over to you, Rajesh Prabhuji.
Rajesh.
Hey, Varun, how are you?
Oh, hello. I'm good. I'm good. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I didn't see you in many days. I think about couple of months ago, you had been to my place for some festival, and then your friend didn't ask you to come again. We are missing you.
Yes, my friend, he did ask, and well, I wanted to come, but there's so many things going on in life. I was a bit busy.
Oh, okay. No, I can understand. I can understand. But at least try maybe 1 hour once a week. See if you can spare 1 hour.
Oh, I really love to come, but your place is very, very far. If in case some transport, the taxi could be arranged, that would be good. I can take some time out, maybe, but it's hard otherwise.
Oh, just don't worry, Varun. Natarajan Prabhu will come and pick you. He will also drop you back. And maybe ask him if he has free time, he'll take you shopping as well to Lulu, etc. So you don't need to spend on taxi. I know taxi is very expensive. So, we'll manage transport. We are happy that you are coming. We'll arrange transport for you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But sometimes what happens, the time clashes. See, for example, I think you had the session this morning. After the session, you come here for the Lulu shopping. Yesterday night, there was a football match. I don't know. Did you watch it? Well, you wouldn't have watched, did you?
My son watches football. I typically sleep early.
Yeah. See, I would not miss England versus America match. It was a great match for us. We should have won it, but we left it. But I understand you don't watch. You wake up 4 in the morning. Now, man, who wakes up 4 in the morning? I mean, it's hard. I don't get the whole philosophy behind it.
Yeah, it feels a little bit odd, We wake up 4 in the morning, don't watch football, sleep early. It's a different kind of lifestyle we get accustomed to. If you are interested to learn more, maybe if you start coming slowly you will know the differences between the two lifestyles.
Mhm. Well, as you said, differences. I don't even understand the differences between different books you read. Sometimes I understand you read Gita, but your Gita is very different than other Gitas. And then there is another big book you read. There are so many, what do you call, cantos, chapters. And sometimes you read Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of something else. I always get confused. Different books, different people keep referring to.
I am very impressed that you know the names of all these books, Prabhu. It is very nice. Many people don't even know that Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are different. So that's really a great progress that you have made. See, this little bit interest that you have is the first step into progressing on this path. And I promise you, you will get lot of happiness as you progress further and further on this path.
But to be honest, and I I don't get it. I don't really understand these books. I just know the name because my friend who keep budging me to come, he says these names again and again. But I don't even understand the difference between all these names. They are very confusing for me. I think
What
the
I'll suggest, Prabhu, what you should do is you should join something which we call as a Bhakti Vriksha program. So that will take you step by step, right from the basic, like a small child, he starts with kindergarten. From kindergarten, they move to first grade, second grade, third grade. So Bhakti Vriksha program is the ideal program for you to start understanding, start learning what are the differences,
Mhm,
and gradually, you will know it all. So
mhm.
having this little interest, this little small spark is very positive. I think you should take it up. Are there any other problems that you face in attending the program? I understand you don't want to come in the morning. That's okay. We will keep it late evening. Is that
Mhm.
okay if it is in the evening?
That will be good. See, in the morning, 4 o'clock is the best time to sleep.
I
I
agree
must say,
with you.
yes.
Yeah.
But in the night, it's good because I wake up night. Night is really great. I come
Okay.
around and socialize with others. That's a really good thing. But one thing really troubles me, which is whenever I come, you give rice. Now, I am not from North India. I like, I mean, aloo ka paratha. So, see, rice all the time, my stomach cannot digest it.
I can fully understand. You see, most of the people in the group are accustomed to eating rice and sambar and rasam.
Mm.
So, what we'll do, Prabhu, since you are coming, we'll arrange a North Indian menu for you. Is that okay?
Oh,
Different types of parathas.
that will
And what would you like for sweet, Prabhu? This is winter now. Gajar ka halwa is okay?
awesome. When are you going to do it? Gajar ka halwa, it's been a while.
Yeah, so starting this weekend, Prabhu, since you are coming, we'll order, palak paratha, methi paratha, muli paratha, and all the matajis will prepare. And then for dessert, we will have gajar ka halwa. And do you like rabdi, Prabhu?
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so maybe we can alternate between rabdi and gajar ka halwa if that is okay with you.
Nice, very nice. But when you mention Mataji, that's another thing. My wife doesn't like it. Everybody calling her Mataji, and she has 2 children, but adults calling Mataji, that's
Yeah, so gradually she will get used to it, Prabhu. See, this is a way of respecting women.
Mhm.
The outside world, they make a big deal out of women's equality, men and women are equal, respect women, give them rights and all that. The way we treat women is other than your wife, everyone is treated like a mother. Okay, and that's why we call them Mataji. So when she comes, maybe I'll ask my wife to explain her the concepts so that she won't feel so bad. I can totally relate to how she is feeling. My cousin sister also felt the same. She is quite young, and I connected her to some devotees in Dubai. And she said, yes, it's okay, it's nice. But then everyone calls me Mataji, Mataji. I am like 28. I don't want to be with them. So I can totally understand what your wife thinks. But I think slowly she will also learn. You should come with your wife and children. We will have some small program for children as well, so that they also start to understand about the Vedic philosophy, the Vedic way of living.
That's a good point. But never mind the children, even I don't understand. See, we come from India, right? In India, there are so many different gods. Then why you are only after Krishna? See, Ganesha, look at him, right? So many occasions we need to pray. Anything new, auspicious we start, we pray to Lord Ganesha. Now, you don't say anything. You don't leave the guy, Krishna, alone. So sometimes it's hard, for the children. As I said, but not only for the children, for adults also. I don't get it. Why only Krishna? There are so many other gods. I think you were frozen. I'm not okay. Muted.
Yes, Prabhu, I can totally understand. I was also like you a few years ago, a staunch worshipper of Shiva.
Ah,
And then I was also curious why these people are always after Krishna, Krishna, Krishna in the morning, evening, night. Why they don't worship others? But slowly I came to understand who is God. What is the difference between God and demigods? As you slowly start attending programs, your understanding will also improve. Okay. Uh, right from childhood, we follow the practices in the family or get influenced by others who are nearby. And we really don't understand scientifically how this system works and who is God and who is demigod. So I'll just request you come and start slowly learning this, Prabhu. Okay, we promise you North Indian prasadam, everything of your choice. The transport will be provided, and these are some very nice people. You make friends with them, and I'm sure you will be happy.
great.
We'll look forward to see you.
So please let me know when the gajar ka halwa, aloo ka paratha ready, and I will come.
Yeah, Natarajan Prabhu will come and pick you. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. See you.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hare Krishna, everyone. So that was our humble attempt to portray the first scenario. And before we go to the second scenario, then we have 10 minutes. Thank you, Mataji, for reminding us the time. Now, may I request other devotees to please come forward and maybe discuss some of the points you liked, the way Prabhuji very nicely catered someone who is very new and didn't want to come later, but at the end got ready to come for the twice. It could be for the prasadam only, but at least managed to persuade somebody to come. So Ramanam Kani Prabhuji, you got your hands up, please.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. It was a nice skit both of you played. I have a question for our preacher, dear Rashish Prabhu.
Please.
Mate, can you focus, Rashish Prabhu? And both, if you can, both of them. Rashish Prabhu, yes, you nicely convinced Prabhuji, VP Govinda Prabhu, Varun Prabhu, as skit says. My question to you, Prabhu, is it not like we are thinking like we need to encourage the preachers and all. Now from this you are saying that we are ready to cook anything what they want. How many people you are going to cater like this? Suppose somebody from East India, North India, West India, South India, middle of India, or rest of the world. So each one will have somebody will ask a pizza, somebody will ask for gobi masala. So how many people you are going to cater, and how is it possible? No, this will my preachers may think, oh, this is not my cup of tea, so better I will not preach. So how do you handle this situation? What kind
It
of message you
depends.
give to?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Nice question, Prabhu. It depends on what kind of support is available. So there used to be time when Janki was away, and there had to be Bhakti Vriksha program in my house. So some of the devotees, they do catering. So I had asked, what do you prefer? And then they serve the catering for prasadam. So it depends on what kind of support is available, and it also depends on who the other person is. Now to attract someone like me, yes, nice prasadam, and then definitely I'll be there for the program. Yeah. So it is a way to bring devotees initially, and then gradually rice, sambar, rasam, everything will be accepted. So in the initial phase, this is necessary, bro.
So you are showing carrot and just pull them, then.
So then they get hooked up, Prabhu. Then without the program, they will not. They will feel their life is incomplete.
But Prabhu, you also mentioned the catering. How it is going to be accepted in the community? Because we feel like
devotees doing catering, Prabhu.
So we will devotee catering.
Yeah. Prasadam, devotees cook and offer, and then they bring prasadam to your home. This facility was available in KKD when I was there.
Okay.
We used a couple of times. So whatever you can manage, you manage by yourself. Whatever you cannot, other service. There are also other devotees, not just catering for money. There are others. If you request, I need prasadam, they will supply prasadam.
But non-devotees cooking prasadam, can we serve? How the conscious?
No, there are devotees, Prabhu.
No, you said there are no devotees. Others also you mentioned.
No. Others, I mean other devotees in the chakra, in the yatra.
Okay.
If you make a request, this day, this time it is required, it will be amply supplied.
Yeah, Prabhu, my one more question is that generally it doesn't happen that people just get attracted only to prasadam and say that, okay, Prabhu, I'll start coming. If you prepare paratha, I will come. Because I see that generally people use this as an excuse. If you give solution to one of their excuse, they will find another excuse. Like I started with the transportation. You said Natarajan Prabhu will pick. Then he moved to prasadam. So that you find a solution.
Then kitty party will come, movie will come, everything will come.
Yeah. So how actually, how from your experience, how you could manage?
See, somehow or the other, you have to attract. You have to figure out the pulse. What is it that will attract him? Okay, someone may want some investment advice. Someone may be looking for a job. You have to figure out what is it that the other person is looking for.
But how long will chase, Prabhu? Because sometimes
no need to chase for long. A few times, and the person connects, and sometimes they may go away as well. So I had a friend who came for quite some time, and then once this non-veg business started coming up, he didn't want to leave non-veg, so he left. So you can't do much. Whoever gets attracted in first few times, he will come.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. It is a you could at least make us to understand the importance of like problems being faced by the preacher and how to convince the new devotees. This is a nice attempt by both you and VP Govind Prabhu. Thank you very much. Any others have any questions? I can.
Prabhuji, the dhokla, thopla, and many Gujarati items so not mentioned in today's discussion. So we are eagerly.
North Indian को पराठा देना पड़ेगा प्रभु.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu, my question is, see, recently, not recently, I think 2 years back in Veer Krishna Prabhu's BV group, Prabhu. So one of our colleague, Prabhu's colleague only, so he belongs to Andhra. So he used to attend BV classes initially, Prabhu. But when he knew that about Prasadam, so after that he stopped coming. So even if at all we'll be the host, okay, we need to make this much of prasadam. So we convinced them, saying that no, you need not make prasadam, but you try to attend. But still, he didn't attend, Prabhu. So what to say about such type of Prabhuji?
Mataji, you cannot attract anyone and everyone. So, it has to be voluntary. We have to offer the opportunity. We have to offer a few times, but if someone is unwilling, we cannot force this. See, this has to be voluntary. By force, you can bring them 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. After that, it has to be voluntary. So we can make few attempts, but then give up after that.
No, we gave them the option, Prabhu. You need not make prasadam. So you just attend the class. But still, he was afraid of the prasadam, and he said, I don't want to attend more classes. So that is what happened, Prabhuji.
See, it could be an excuse. Prasadam could be an excuse. See, for someone who wants to make it, they will try to overcome the difficulty. For someone who doesn't want to do it, they can find out any number of excuses. School में जाना है, parents teacher meeting है, ये है, वो है. There can be many reasons. That's okay. We should not feel I would say bad if even after inviting for a few times they are not interested. Maybe give prasadam to them. I mentioned to you about my friend. He is a good friend. He was very helpful when I moved. Yeah. So he will still come for some program if you invite him. Janmashtami hai, ye hai, wo hai. But then you tell leave non-veg. No, he's not interested. His wife also openly tells.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. I think we have a message. Time for the next skit. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for enlightening all of us. I think they were great answers. And I've put together some questions, but I'm sure Mataji has put together some questions as well. These questions we could ask. Mataji has given a question in the chat, I think. Prabhuji, would you like to take this last question before we move on to the second?
Sure.
Would you like me to read it, Prabhuji?
Yeah, what is the question? Someone can unmute and speak, whoever has the question.
It was posted in the chat room.
Yes.
Okay.
I personally face prasadam issue. This issue in initial phase, then talk to some of my material friend who is one of senior devotee. So he softly switch out to the other group, which suits accordingly to me.
That's okay as well. That's okay as well, Prabhu. What is the issue? See, there could be language barrier. There could be dietary habits. As we are brought up, we connect well with the people who speak the same language, okay, or have similar dietary habits. So this is fine. This should not be an issue as long as he's connected with someone and he's happy there, and the other people in the group are happy there, what's the issue? I had similar issues when I was a newcomer. I don't eat rice, and I'm habituated like that. I'm conditioned like that. Yeah. So the first program I went to, I had 1 spoonful of rice. That's okay. People change. And if he wants to go to another program, because maybe the program is in Hindi or the local language, which is more suitable to the family, I think that's fine. There should not be an issue.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Now it's time for the second role play. The message I've sent in the chat for everyone, and I would just say very briefly, to respect the time, and Prabhuji as well, that
Please introduce Sarup Krishna Prabhu. Please introduce Sarup Krishna.
Prabhuji has gone. Well, here. Sarup Krishna Prabhuji is here.
Yes. Yeah.
Hari Bol. Sarup Krishna Prabhuji was there with me in Bhakti Vaibhav 1. Prabhuji is doing Bhakti Vaibhav 2. Prabhuji has done TTC 1, TTC 2, Bhakti Shastri TTC as well. Prabhuji is serving a lot with Mayapur Institute, and Prabhuji lives in Kolkata. Prabhuji has always been traveling. Prabhuji is full-time retired and fully committed to the movement. Anywhere and everywhere you go, you will find Prabhuji serving somewhere. Prabhuji has recently completed a service of being a co-author of a book as well. So it's a great blessing to have Prabhuji. And I wouldn't say more. Hopefully, when once Prabhuji has performed, we will have more time to say. Prabhuji, as I said, welcome to our Chaitanya Charitamrita study group. And I will request Nitya Narasimha Prabhuji to be spotlighted as well. Hare Krishna. So I will go off the spotlight. It's between two great devotees. Nitya Narasimha Prabhuji is preacher 2, and Sarup Krishna Prabhuji is playing as of someone who has recently been initiated, very newly, but is very irregular member of Bhakti Vriksha. I'm sure we all have these kind of members in our Bhakti Vriksha. So over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Sarup Krishnadas Prabhuji, how are you doing today?
Hare Krishna, Dandavas Prabhu. Doing well only. Guru Gauranga is keeping me well.
Yeah. Prabhu, off late, I'm seeing that nowadays Bhakti Vriksha weekly programs, I'm regularly calling you, but the call is, you are not taking the call. Is everything okay, Prabhuji, from your end?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji, everything is okay. But what to do? Sometimes I'm unable to make it, After initiation, 3 months on, but so much of load has got added. Morning programs and all. Now I have a DT also, and I have to do some DT service also. See, all these devotees, the big devotees, senior devotees, they are telling that so much importance has to be given to morning programs. So such a long time goes into morning program and then go to office. Prabhuji, this is like all that has to be balanced also now, Prabhuji, which is the reason why I got stuck maybe.
Actually, Prabhu, you are the one of the sincere BV member. So I always give all the other members that Swarup Krishna Prabhuji is the role model. But now all other devotees are telling that nowadays Prabhu is not coming, we are missing. So how I can bring you back to our Bhakti Vriksha model, Bhakti Vriksha classes, Prabhuji? Please, I humbly request you. I know you are doing great service and you have been given a lot of responsibility by senior devotees. It is actually good, Prabhuji. Actually, initiation means it is like just we started one step in baby step in spiritual journey. So you are getting services. That means you have Guru and Krishna's mercy. Kindly come for the next BV class, Prabhuji, which is on Friday.
But what to do, Prabhuji? See, when I'm also spending so much time, you have heard about His Grace Radhashyam Prabhu. So beautiful, wonderful online lectures he gives, and I'm hearing them. Amarendra Prabhuji, Amarendra Prabhu, His Grace Amarendra Prabhu, he is also so brilliant, and I'm hearing them whenever I have time. For example, I have so much time I take to reach office and come back from office. Within that time, I'm with my earphone and I'm listening to them. And when I reach home, there's so much of commitment is there. Actually, like I always want to go back, but all these are taking a long time of mine. And Prabhuji, I'm also gaining a lot. So much of inputs I'm getting from these senior devotees. I don't know whether I will get similar inputs from Bhakti Vriksh group. That is the reason why I'm hesitating to come, although
Yes,
it's on us, even if it is a holiday and all, but still so much of things have got packed. So what to do?
Actually, Prabhu, I am also a great fan of His Grace Radhesham Prabhuji and His Grace Amrinder Prabhuji. Actually, you are doing right thing. Actually, this COVID has made all this like online is more attractive than the physical classes, Prabhu. I understand your practical difficulties, and now you are like attached to the online classes, and hearing is very good. What you are doing is excellent. But at the same time, Prabhuji, since you are in the same area, so my humble request is physical association is also equally important. Hearing with the exalted devotees is always helpful. That's what we have to do. But at the same time, like doing coming together and sharing the services and attending physical program, that gives more inspiration, Prabhuji. And whatever you are doing, you do it. But also kindly come, if not every week, at least 1 to 2 weeks you come, Prabhuji. That's my humble request.
Prabhuji, you tell me, Prabhuji, I mean, you have always been so, a mentor for me, and you have always tried to guide me. Prabhuji, I was hearing, in some lecture that Srila Prabhupada wanted us to do Bhakti Shastri, so you know about the scriptures better. And Mayapur Institute, I've heard, delivers these Bhakti Shastri courses, and I really want to join them. Will that be nice for me? But if I do join, then how can I attend all these classes? I am wondering, may not be now, obviously I'm so busy now, but maybe in future I would like to join these classes. Then how can I join the Bhakti Vriksha group? I don't know, Prabhuji. You can guide me, Prabhuji.
Very well. So you are thinking of joining the Bhakti Shastri classes. That is amazing, Prabhuji. That what you said, absolutely what Srila Prabhupada said is that we should have Shastric knowledge, and Mayapur Institute is providing all these things. Of course, how often you attend these classes, Prabhuji, and what is your plan, like every walk?
Prabhuji, I have not yet joined. I have not yet joined because I want to know more. I maybe like when to join, which to join. I can seek some inputs from you and maybe some other senior devotees. Maybe I don't know. I am lost, Prabhuji.
Oh, actually, Prabhu, Mayapur Institute is also giving, and also even Vrindavan Institute is also doing these courses. And recently, because of COVID and all, they were doing online classes also. So you can attend absolutely. And since I also completed Bhakti Shastri course, it is always giving lot of inspiration, because they teach about Bhagavad Gita, they teach of nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion, and these are the basic books which we need to read, because Prabhupada said that books are the basis. If we don't read the books of Prabhupada and if we don't read the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and how we can stay back in the spiritual path, Prabhuji, it is very difficult without proper philosophical knowledge. Okay, like many of the relatives, they asked me what is there in the Bhagavad Gita, what is there in the Bhagavatam. So my mentor also told me to attend the Bhakti Shastri classes, and it has helped. And I request you also attend, and also you attend all these things, but at the same time, because knowledge we are gaining, but ultimately what is the purpose of gaining knowledge? To make the devotees. So you are already initiated devotee and you are doing lot of services, and also you are aspiring to do Bhakti Shastri class. I humbly request that you do that, but at the same time you come for the Bhakti Vriksha program. Why Bhakti Vriksha? Because here all the modules, like whatever is there in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and necrophilia section, the essence, the modules are made in a practical way so that we can get essence of all the scriptures in the Bhakti Vriksha modules. And definitely this BV modules will be like additional support to attend. When you attend the Bhakti Shastri classes, you are already half of the knowledge is there. Then it becomes very easy, Prabhuji. So my humble request is you try to attend in future, and at the same time you come for the Bhakti Vriksha classes. As we have seen that if you come to the Bhakti Vriksha class, we have like various devotees are preparing varieties of foods, and I think you are from South India, and you know earlier you are attending your relation prasadam, you are nicely singing the kirtan before starting the BV classes. So we are all missing you so much, Prabhuji. We love you so much, especially me from bottom of my heart. So I request you to come for the next big Bhakti Vriksha class, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for inspiring me from within, Prabhuji. I think I can learn a lot from you, Prabhuji. And I think this idea is also very nice, that whatever I will learn, I will also be able to apply, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you. Next class, I will try to visit, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jai Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for nectarian sharing of knowledge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Over to
Hari Bol.
Govind, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams to both of you. Such a great performance and such a great conversation you had in between. Great replies there as well, Prabhuji. And it's such a pleasure to hear both of you, and you can see a lot of appreciation coming. And we already have some questions if you would like to take now, please. So first is from Ramanan Kanai, Prabhuji. Please, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much, Des Prabhu and Sarup Krishna Prabhu. Happy to see you back after the bit of a break. We had a nice association in the first module. Prabhuji, this question is to Nitya Prabhu, the preacher. Prabhuji, my question is straight question. Is it necessary that initial devotee should also attend Bhakti Vriksha, or it is only for new members? What is the purpose of Bhakti Vriksha? This is whom you are targeting. Who is your target customers?
Beautiful question, Prabhuji. Since I also got inspiration from Bhakti Vriksha module only. So in the beginning, like I was also reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, but some devotees invited me for the Bhakti Vriksha classes, and that made my lifestyle, means that was a turning point in Krishna consciousness. So your question is it for the new members or is it for the initiated devotees? Of course, it is for the new members, but at the same time, initiated means, it doesn't mean that he should not attend Bhakti Vriksha classes. He should come and he should take higher roles. Like in the beginning, okay, we are inviting the new members, but over a period, that new member is becoming advanced devotee. So when advanced devotee is becoming, he can multiply. Why? What is the purpose? Because we want to give this message of Krishna to so many souls who are eagerly waiting. So it is for the new members as well as for the initiated devotees. So that initiated devotee, he will take a higher role. When he he has taken the initiation, then what he will do, he will give that knowledge to others also. He will multiply the cell program and he become like a leader of the 4-5 cells. So like that, the So it is applicable for initiated devotees also, Prabhuji, to attend Bhakti Vriksha class. Hare Krishna.
So the essence is that Bhakti Vriksha is meant not only to give the philosophy, but also to train the future leaders so that they can carry the movement on their shoulders, because we need to make the leaders ready for the movement to take the movement forward. So this is the purpose. Thank you, Prabhu. I understood now. Hare Krishna.
Rashesh Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanavad pranams. Prabhuji, couple of questions here. Okay. So you already answered the first bit, but rather than, inviting him to attend the program, you would have said you come for a couple of times and then have your own program.
Okay.
So he's already initiated, and it can argue that why should I attend? This is all basic. I know all this. So then yes, you come and then you take it over. You lead that. Yeah. So that could be one. Second, I can extend the role play a little bit and say, why should I come for face-to-face program? Everything is available online. I am happy. I am attending Mangala Aarti online from various temples. It is available. All Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, all the programs are available. The Bhagavad Gita class is available online. Why should I come to the program? This is a real challenge actually. Many yatras and many chakras are facing. And then how to overcome it is something which can be brainstormed. Because people are accustomed to online, you want to save on travel time, whatever may be the excuse. But this is a real challenge. And you and others
Which is also happy that prasadam is no need to serve prasadam.
Yeah.
Online program.
Another benefit.
Actually, Nitya Narsingha Prabhu, he mentioned in the end, he was actually taking, time was only 10 minutes, but he was actually leading towards that point, the point regarding relationship, extremely important point. And the foundation is Sadhu Sangha. So important is Sadhu Sangha that in the Bhakti Kripar starts from firm faith, that is Shraddha, all the way to Prema stage. Sadhu Sangha is constant. Without Sadhu Sangha, you will not be able to sustain. I understand online. Online, you get a lot of, you do a lot of swadhyaya, you get a lot of knowledge, you get to know a lot. But as Nitya Prabhu mentioned about application, this application of whatever you are learning is an important, very, very important part. One is application, two is Sangha, association. These are the ways, and in an association only you can show humility. Because humility is supposed to be, that humility is supposed to be the way the Bhakti Kripar, there is a fence around the Bhakti Kripar, and you are able to protect that fence, because we have to keep protecting that fence. Otherwise, there will be goats which will come in, there will be other creepers which will destroy the Bhakti Kripar. So without Sadhu Sangha, where we can show humility, our devotional service will only go down. For example, if I keep doing my Bhakti Shastri and listen to these big leaders and all that, my pride will only increase. Because the way I was mentioning, I was actually trying to show my pride. Newly initiated devotee, so I'm very proud about it. But actually, that's not what initiation is asking us to is not what is aimed when we get initiated. It is like humility, development of humility, which is actually required, and that can only happen when we are associating, when we are serving, when we are menially doing something, helping others. For example, even if one is what I have noticed about Bhakti Vriksha, there are new devotees, but there are other devotees who are supporting. Without that support, all right, the leader is there, everybody is glued to the leader, but there are others also semi-leaders who are also very attractive, and everyone plays a role. This is what I have understood regarding Bhakti Vriks, and which is the reason why Bhakti Vriks grows. And more we get association, give association, more we try to become humble and keep our creeper steady. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Sir Krishna. Nice explanation to strengthen the points. Very nice.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Are you
much,
done with the questions?
Prabhuji. Yes, we still have a minute left before we move to the third role play. If anyone has any question, and as I said, if we don't have the time now for all the questions, then please do ask the questions there in the chat, so we could add it to the list of questions we are preparing, which we could submit to Prabhuji, so he could come prepare, maybe categorize all the questions if he has questions in advance. So if there are no questions in the chat, no virtual hand up, then this is the third play coming, probably going to be the most exciting play. We have kept the best for the last. So I would like to invite Veer Krishna Prabhuji and Ramanan Kanai Prabhuji to come over to the virtual stage, and please. So this is going to be very spontaneous. I think the least communication between two devotees here for this play. So everyone, please sit back and enjoy. So this is very close to Ramanan Kanai Prabhuji, because he has been requesting a lot of devotees to come forward and take the charge, and why people and devotees don't come. So devotees are very seniors. They've been there in the movement for a long time, but still don't come, or they come and they don't take the roles. So between you two, Prabhuji, I'm waiting, eagerly waiting to witness the communication. Please.
Hare
Ramanan Kanai Prabhuji and Veer Krishna Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
I can't see Veer Krishna Prabhu.
Hare-
Yes. Hare Krishna, Veer Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. How are you, Prabhu?
Fine, Prabhu.
So,
Hare Krishna.
You are
Everything is
looking
fine, Prabhu.
brilliant, Prabhu. Your colorful T-shirt, smile, look brilliant, Prabhu. So,
Yeah, Prabhu.
how is everything going on, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, nowadays is very hectic. So many services, so many things, and too busy, Prabhu. Really can't take out the time from my schedule. It is really becoming very hectic. Yeah.
But Prabhuji, we are missing you in our Chaitanya Charitamrita class. You are very senior devotee. Yes, what happened to you, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, actually, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Saturday morning, you people are organizing. It is becoming very difficult. As I become senior, now you know very well that I've been keep on telling every time. Last 25 years, I'm in ISKCON movement, and I've become so senior that so many responsibilities are on my head. And sometimes I also need some break, and I feel it is becoming too monotonous for me to attend the same program every week, and somebody is preaching, and to sit and listen. Even when I'm senior devotee, also I feel that I know everything. I know all the shastras. Last 25 years I'm into this ISKCON movement, and how many times I read this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is in my blood, in my heart. So I don't need. I think somebody is again preaching, and it is too monotonous, Prabhu. And so I also started, same time another program, say Saturday mornings. So I started Lahu Bhagavatamrita. So it is clashing. So it's becoming very difficult for me, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. But Prabhuji, you brought some devotees to Chaitanya Charitamrita group, like Devadatta Prabhu and others, Prabhu. And they are attending the classes regularly. And if you do not attend, so after some times, what motivation they will have?
Prabhu, I think even I brought you also to this moment. I was I am your Shiksha Guru. So I was when I was in Krishnagata Desh, I was traveling from Muscat, from Doha to all the way to your place, Nilachal Dham. It was 40 kilometers. I've been traveling all the way. I trained you and all the members, and finally, Prabhu, you are questioning me that why am I not attending? So I feel a bit offended, Prabhu. You know what Krishna says? You are conducting Chaitanya Charitamrita regularly, and you don't feel like doing a offense by questioning me. Krishna told in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It has been told in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The author Krishna Kaviraj Maharaj, he mentions in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Shiksha Guru Keta Jani Krishner Swarupa. He says that instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Godhead, Krishna. So you have to relate me as not different from Krishna, Prabhu. You cannot question senior devotees like that. That too, Shiksha Gurus like me, you cannot question.
Yes, Prabhu, you are very right. I am not questioning you, just I am requesting, Prabhu. So also Bhagavatam tells Prabhu, Tava Katha Amrutam Tapta Jivanam Kabi Biriditam Kalmasa Apaham Sravana Mangalam Srimadadang Bhuvi Swanti Bhurida Jana. So the hearing and chanting is the most auspicious, and those who are preaching about Lord, so they are doing the best welfare activities. So you are doing that, I know very well. So also you should do this preaching activity in the Chaitanya Charitamrita class, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu, I somehow sometimes I take out time to attend this, but I feel I cannot preach the way you people are preaching. It is too monotonous, Prabhu. My style of preaching is totally different. I go with a lot of presentations and a lot of discussions and all this stuff I do. But you are too routine. Somebody is preaching and they sit and hear, and I see people are not interested. They switch off the video, they switch off the audio. No questions asked, no discussion takes place. So I don't see any enthusiasm in preaching. And that too, Prabhu, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that for the one who explains the supreme secret to devotees, pure devotion is guaranteed. So Prabhu, all along 25 years I have been doing this. So for me, pure devotion service is guaranteed. And Krishna is assuring that I'm going back to Godhead. So what more I need? My visa, my ticket is already there for Golak Vrindavana, and I become so dear to Krishna because I've been preaching all along. So why should I continue this? I don't understand, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji. As you said, Bhagavad Gita also tells Yade Acharati Srestha. Those who are senior devotee, so by their behavior, and they should preach to others. So if you do not come to the class to hear and preach, then definitely others will not come to hear and preach, Prabhu. So it is my sincere request, please come to the class and and preach sometimes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, yeah, it is what you're saying is true, but you can understand that sometimes preaching also happens in a negative way, like how a senior devotee should not be acting. So you can understand that. Take my example, show my example that Raman Prabhu is like this, so don't be like him. So that way, why not understand and take this as an example, Prabhu? So this is also preaching.
Yes, Prabhu. But we know once we are doing the bhakti properly, that means we will be very interested to hear about the Lord, and also will be very interested to talk about the Lord. So as you said, you are already 25 years and you brought many devotees to congregation.
Prabhu, I'm Brahmanical initiated, and I wrote a book, and still you want me to come to these programs and do this?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, because once we are doing bhakti, right worship or whatever maybe, if we are really doing very good service to the Lord, that means we will be very interested to hear about the Lord and preach about the Lord. And this is the best platform in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And we know without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we cannot get the love of Godhead. So this is the best platform. So we know our aim of life is to go back to Lord Godhead and to do the devotional service to Lord Krishna. But how without the without making Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happy, it is not possible, Prabhu. So that is why my sincere request, Prabhu, please come to the class regularly and preach sometimes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu, I'll try. First, I'll try to attend, but I am not finding time to prepare, and I feel the group is needs to be more. I don't see many people in the group, and I don't get that enthusiasm. I need at least 100 people to be there to preach.
Yes, Prabhu, but you are right, Prabhu. But Prabhupada said, if he has made one devotee, then his mission and life is successful. If we make one devotee also, so then Prabhupada will be happy. And also, Prabhuji, as we have taken initiation, then Brahminical initiation. In the IDC course, we have committed ourselves to participate in the Prabhupada's mission. So it is not that I have taken initiation and Brahminical initiation, I will sit in home and I'll to think about myself. So, but the Prabhupada mission is to hear preach. So that is why, as you are senior Prabhu, so I request please come to, and if all the devotees are missing you, Prabhu, Radhapati Krishnadas Prabhu and Sripada Mataji and others, they are missing you. You might not be seeing, but everyone. So when you are giving class, everyone is attentively hearing, and they are taking lesson from you, Prabhu.
Is it? So I'm very happy to know this, Prabhu. I'll try to come, Prabhu. May not be every week, but I'll try to come. And let me know if I have some service of preaching, so that I can try to come with prepared. That's when I can take the class.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank
I
you.
thought you will not agree. I was fearing, but at least finally you agreed, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah, Prabhu, I'll try to come. Since you are one of my Bhakti Vriksha member and you are requesting so much, and I'll try to make it, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Such a great performance and such a great learning. And I think most of us, we are familiar with these kind of conversations, especially the questions being posed and the arguments, the reasoning, the excuses. Of course, this is a very difficult communication because asking somebody who might be senior than you and been there in the movement for that long. So if anyone else has any questions, please post that on. Otherwise, if not, then I have a question I would like to request, because there isn't any other I can see in chat. All right, Nitya Narasimha Prabhuji got one. Prabhuji would like to ask. Nitya Narasimha Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. This question is to the senior devotee, Grace Ramananda Kanai Prabhu. Prabhu, it was very like lot of messages from your discussion. So one question is, you said that you need at least 100 people to preach and give the class. Why, Prabhu? Why you need 100 people? Is that what Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission? That is a question to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, that message is not from me, from that devotee who was not attending. So he wanted 100 people to be there. For me, one person also enough. If you are there, I'll preach. Yeah, that was the mood. That was the mood of people. Like generally, what happens as we progress in Krishna consciousness, sometimes we may tend to have that kind of pride that I am so a nice preacher, and this pride develops within our heart. That now I say I don't see many people are attending, so I don't get enthusiasm. Only 5, 6 people, 10 people. No, but as you rightly said, Prabhupada said, even if no one is there, preach to the wall. So that is common, not common, rather it is not expected from devotees. So this is a message we are just trying to give, that we should not be like that. This is a kind of negative preaching.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for asking question. And I think, as Prabhuji said, Prabhuji portrayed very well how one, especially a senior devotee, should not behave. So all the questions he asked, we should not ask those questions, irrespective of how long we've been in the association. I think Prabhuji did illustrated that very nicely. So if anyone else got any question, then please, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, there is an opinion like what I was thinking, to interact those kind of senior devotees who are more senior and who are maybe how Prabhu acted, because the development of that pride, he's just ignoring the devotees who are in the neophyte level, taking in the Chaitanya Charitamrita class. Maybe they are also senior, but he is more senior than us. So I think to interact with that kind of senior people, we need higher than that senior Prabhu. So then maybe he will understand. Like Krishna Prabhu is the Bhakti Vriksha member, and he was asking Prabhuji to join. So I find the way he spoke, that Prabhuji, because that Prabhu is not in the humble mood, he is in the pride mood. So he can't accept what he's talking, because you are the junior. How can you talk like that? So if some junior is talking to the senior, so humbly, only we can request. No need to, I think, for me, no need to give any advice, what Prabhupada has told, what is written in the Bhagavad Gita, what is our mission. He knows everything. So for us, only we can request them, only we can tell them that we are missing your this one association, we need your association. In that way, if we say, maybe that time he will be very happy and he will join. But otherwise, he will not join. This is my opinion.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, here Birkishna was acting as the leader. Maybe we didn't introduce the players properly. Birkishna was acting as a leader of the group. Say, for example, Chaitanya Charitamrita is being run by Birkishna. So he was heading this group, and I was the one who was kind of a senior, but not attending regularly. I'm not taking the preaching service whenever Prabhu request, Nitesh Prabhu requesting so many times to so many people, but they have different excuses, different reasons for not taking the class. So it's kind of that role Birkishna Prabhu has taken. He is a head of or leader of the group. So that's why his tone was accordingly. He was not a Bhakti Vriksha member, but a leader of the group, which like say CC Chaitanya Charitamrita study group. He's a leader as per this role.
Now, Prabhu, I understood, Prabhu, he is the leader, but even more senior, right? So even more senior in the Krishna consciousness. So if he speaks in that way, to you like that, so how you will understand, how you will accept? That is the thing, na? Because yeah, if some devotee is humble, they will take whatever the junior will say. Maybe he is leader, they will accept. But he starts to preach, like you showed in the drama, that you are so pride because you are in the movement in so long time, and you have so many things you have done, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, all that things. So you will not accept, na Prabhu, even though he is a leader. That is the thing.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for that question.
Yes, Mataji, you are right. Yes, Mataji, you are right.
It's always difficult to bring anyone along, but of course, somebody who is very senior, you always run the risk that you might offend, or especially if somebody is pride anyways. So thank you for that, Mataji. I have noted that down, and I'm sure Mataji has as well. We will raise this as well next week. But certainly you have given some food for thought to us, which we can think. And let's move on to the next one, which is from Narnarayan Prabhuji. Prabhuji, could you please Hare
Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams to all. Prabhuji, in addition to this previous point, Mataji suggested that one. I would like to add these things, like Bir Krishna Prabhuji was requesting to the senior devotee, means RKD Prabhuji, he was requesting. So at that time, we can add this sentences also. Like Prabhuji, you trained us, you given a Bhakti Vriksha to us, and by the mercy, like how we are praising to the Guru, Gauranga, Lord, like this we can praising to the them also. How you teach us, and we are we got a good things, and we are gaining today also. So there are many new devotees are in our Chaitanya Charitamrita group. So if you will share your experience, if you will tell more about this, so they will also get benefited. So like this also we can request. Hare Krishna.
So that way I can satisfy my ego that, oh, okay, I'm a senior, so my teaching will be beneficial. So I'll be more satisfied. My ego will be more satisfied.
But Prabhuji, we need to praise to our Shiksha Guru, our Lord. We need to tell them good things also. So that's in that way. Hare Krishna.
It has to be genuine, Prabhu. खाली buttering करने का जरूरत नहीं है. अगर genuine है तो ठीक है.
Shiksha Gurus are the genuine only. I feel that whoever met us, they teach us a good lessons only. If we will try to find the fault in them, we will be in the down mode. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very genuine question indeed. So we should all think about it. And a few messages in the chat. I think yeah, Prabhuji initially said that have mercy on us, others will benefit by your knowledge. So that's again kind of massaging your senior devotee who would not like to come. That you're great, of course, as you're saying, you have done all that, but if you will come along, then many others will get benefit. Definitely you got a guaranteed ticket, but if you will take others along with you, that will be great as well. So yes, the great points. And Prabhuji has directly messaged me, another Prabhuji, that this is regarding the first role play. So I put down this in the list of the questions, and it's a kind of comment rather than the question post, but I have mentioned that. So this is the end. We have gone a bit over, but I hope everyone got the flavor of different types of devotees, and based on whom we are preaching, I guess different preachers, and of course different preachers, they all have done great job. So thank you everyone for your presence. Thank you everyone for taking roles as a service. It was indeed a great, and I would say very different way of preaching. The whole session itself is a preaching session where I'm sure, just like myself, we all have learned many different things. Few things which we knew, but we did not, maybe we didn't employ. Like I run a Bhakti Vriksha online. So, and there are some devotees like this. So I'm going to make a call and trying to have those conversations. So that's certainly been very helpful for myself. I look forward for your association next Saturday as well. But for now, thank you so much. Thank you, Ramanan Kanai Prabhuji, for giving me the service. I would like to hand over back to you. Thank you, special thank you I will say to Swarup Krishna Prabhuji, because as we know, he's very busy. He's very senior. He's been in the movement for long, and he took his time to come along and did a great job. And we would like to invite him back again as well at some point if he would like to come and if time permits. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, VP Govind Prabhu, for wonderful service and wonderful initiative you have taken to do this VIHA program, which was not like a thought of before. I was thinking that we should do something different the only thing always I get in my mind was moving from regular format to maybe a couple of times to a presentation format or some, as you mentioned, some discussion format. So, but this kind of a VHOP program was not in my mind. And thank you very much for the wonderful initiative you've taken and discussed with me. And we came to we did this, and it was very successful. And I would like to thank His Grace Swarup Krishna Prabhu really for taking time from his very busy schedule. I know how busy Prabhu is. It's very difficult to even get a reply from him. Such a busy person, such a fully occupied, and a lot of services Prabhu is doing. Really, it is from a heart we express our gratitude and thank to Swarup Krishna Prabhu for giving us opportunity and giving his association to all of us. Just to give a Prabhu, this is the Chaitanya Charitamrita group which we are doing for last more than 4.5 years, and we are meeting regularly every Saturday morning, same time. But it used to be 1 hour time from as per Indian time 9:30 to 10:30, and we systematically read the slokas from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And we take turns. Different devotees will be taking classes every week. Sometimes we invite some senior devotees, sometimes even Maharajas. Likewise, we invite and we take their association, and it is going on for last 4 years plus. And devotees are from different parts of the world. It is not from any one particular section. So from devotees from India are there, and from UK, VP Govind Prabhu and Mataji, they're attending regularly. And also from Qatar, from Muscat, and all over the places. And most of the members of this group are preachers. They're all mostly 90% are initiated, 99% initiated. They're doing all regular preaching, and they are giving their association to us, and they're sharing their knowledge with others, so that everybody gets benefited. So it's happening now. We are in Madhya Lila chapter 1. We successfully completed Adilila, and sometime we look forward to have your association to hear from you in the coming days. Because Prabhu will approach you for getting your free time one of the Saturdays coming weeks or coming months, depending on your schedule. So we have Nitesh Prabhu, who is doing this service of coordinating with the different preachers. So in coordination with Nitesh Prabhu, Vipin Govind Prabhu, they will approach you and take your time. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thanks for giving your wonderful association. Yes.
Prabhuji, next week class.
Next week will be continued by His Grace Vaikunthapati Prabhu, because Prabhu has given the schedule. And I would like to hear, we are also very thankful to have our eternal Shiksha Guru Bharat Prabhu with us. He is a strong foundation, pillars of Krishna Katha Desh. He has been witnessing our childish role plays, and like to hear from Bharat Prabhu 1 or 2 words, if Prabhu is able to. Bharat Prabhu? Bharat Prabhu, can we hear something from you?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, we can hear you.
Yes, only one thing is, Prabhu, everything was very interesting, the whole program. My humble request is to go from this online, unless, I mean, if it is a very distant sort of arrangements, okay. Otherwise, if you are conducting anything locally, you should always have offline classes. Satsanga is very important. These impersonal classes, like looking at the screen and taking the class, is not very. Hare Krishna, you could hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you.
So, incidentally, I'm also a yoga teacher. 2 years into it, I was teaching online yoga, asanas and pranayama. But when the offline classes started in the park, I was doing offline and online simultaneously at the park. So I found out that many people would prefer to stay way back at home and do online classes. But online is not very helpful because asanas has to be personally inspected by the teacher. So I totally cut off the online classes, then people became angry who were all attending online classes. They said, we supported you during Corona and you are not doing online. I said, no, because I'm not able to correct you during asanas. So it is better you come to the park, because we're all in the vicinity of the park. Even in Bhavadam class where I am conducting on a Sunday, whoever is in my vicinity of my area, they have to attend personally. Otherwise, I will cut their online class. I will not allow them to enter. So, this is very important, because offline now, Corona is over. Wherever possible, you should associate, Prabhu. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi, because that is why the sparisa of each devotee is so encouraging, Prabhu. It is very important that we should have definitely offline classes whenever possible. Many devotees should congregate and have prasadam, like you said. Prasadam is one of the part of our ISKCON. Nobody feel lazy in making prasadam. You know that Krishna Katha Desh, also Madhura Desh, they're all very expert in making prasadam. Different Matajis used to make different dishes, very enjoyable, delicious prasadam. So it is also important that we honor also prasadam by coming together offline. This is my humble request. Otherwise, the program was really good. Thanks, Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu, for giving me an opportunity to express my view.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for your nice words. And yes, Prabhu, your point is very valid and well taken, and we'll definitely try to implement. And in fact, most of the programs are happening offline nowadays. But this Chaitanya Charitamrita is a bit slightly different, because initially we used to have me, Radhapati Krishna Prabhu, and a couple of other devotees in Krishna Katha Desh when I was there. So in our chakra, in our we used to have offline program together. We were meeting and we started from there. So since I moved from Krishna Katha Desh to Mathura Desh, so Prabhu requested that why don't we continue? So the only way is to do offline. So we started in 2018 offline, so that Prabhu and other Prabhu Mataji and a couple of other devotees from Krishna Katha Desh were attending. And slowly devotees from Mathura Desh also joined, and India devotees joined, and now Vigovind Prabhu joined from London. So it has become like more of a permanent offline program, because different devotees from different countries are attending. But as you said, Prabhu, definitely we'll look into possibility of wherever possible, we'll make it offline program. Thank you very much. Thanks for the wonderful.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So thank you very much, all the devotees, for attending today's program. Hope we could convey some message to the preachers and also understand the problems being faced by the preachers. It is not easy to convince the devotees what kind of problems the preachers we face. So it is actually more almost everyone in this forum are all preachers, so we all know the problems. So we try to brainstorm through this role plays, try to brainstorm and come to arrive some of the possible solutions, and also list out the questions so that we can address to His Grace Vaikunthapati Prabhu next week all these questions, take his guidance also, and to understand the solutions for this. So thank you very much, all the devotees, for attending this session. We'll meet next week with His Grace Vaikunthapati Prabhu. So I request all the devotees to invite their respective, mainly people from Krishna Katha Desh, Mathura Desh, and India. So try to, because Vaikunthapati Prabhu is known to many devotees in the Middle East. Incidentally, Vaikunthapati Prabhu has started his, he got his seed from Mathura Desh only, and from Mathura Desh he moved to Krishna Katha Desh, and then there he started the movement. So people from Mathura Desh also know him very well. So try to invite the devotees from other senior devotees from Krishna Katha Desh and Mathura Desh also. So this, I'd like to thank all the devotees for attending, and look forward to have your association again. Hare Krishna. And
thanks to VP Govind Prabhu for modulating nicely. Very good.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, it was a nice coordination and very, very successful.
Thank you.
So with this,